I'm about to show you how you can generate unlimited Sora 2 videos for your ads that look as good as this.
So I finally caved and grabbed the new Align leggings in the sage green and I'm obsessed.
Or this.
Okay, this is cute. I love how it just drapes right here. The back is so simple, but...
You can even make ads that look as good as this.
From the heights of the Austrian Alps comes water cold enough to chill your bones. Brutally carbonated, brutally refreshing, so crisp it doesn't just quench, it murders. Liquid death. Murder your thirst.
These are the best AI generated video ads I've ever seen, hands down. Sora 2 just launched and now you can make insane looking AI videos for your ads. I've seen everything from people creating full-blown South Park episodes.
We're moving to Canada. Canada? Like the land of syrup and people who say sorry all the time? That's right.
Completely reimagining their favorite TV shows and movies, and so much more. The only problem was until now, you couldn't get those videos out of Sora without that pesky watermark. Before we dive into the tutorial, I want to show you some insane ads I've made using Sora 2. So with Sora 2, you can add a reference image. So I've already created this like FanTick vacuum image using Nano Banana. Basically just said like generate like a cool 3D polished ad for this vacuum cleaner. And then here I'm saying create an animated ad for this vacuum. That's all I'm saying. And just look at how amazing this looks.
Meet the FanTick V8 Apex. Powerful cleaning in the palm of your hand. Dual HEPA filters trap 99.9% of dust, while 30,000 pascals of suction make quick work of any mess. Swap the...
Pretty incredible. Here's another one. I just took this product image of this like superfood gummy called Gruun. Said influencer talks about how much she loves the gummies while in the gym.
You guys know I live in the gym and having energy and recovery dialed in is everything. That's why I'm obsessed with these Gruun Superfoods Greens gummies. 20 plus organic vitamins and minerals in one little bear, and they actually taste sweet. Look at that. It's like a treat, but it keeps my gut.
Wow. Like these are so good compared to where we've been. And the amazing thing about it is I didn't write the script. I just said influencer talks about how much she loves the gummies while she's at the gym. Sora 2 is able to scrape the information about the product from this screenshot, because I didn't even say like what the brand is or the website or anything. I just included the screenshot. It's able to pull that information from the internet and then automatically write a script and like put it all together. It removes the barrier to creating AI videos and AI like scripting all this stuff like to zero. Like it is so easy now to create this stuff, easier than it's ever been. The prompt, look at the prompt. It's one sentence. Influencer talks about how much she loves the gummies. Insane. All right, for this one, I wanted to go a little fancy, see what it could come up with. I said, create an Apple-style ad for the new iPhone, and included a screenshot of the new iPhone.
This is iPhone 16 Pro, machined from titanium, strong, light, and now in 3 new finishes. A new 48 megapixel main camera with the most advanced optics we've ever built. Crazy fast A18 Pro.
Okay, that was pretty cool. I mean, it got the iPhone wrong. It's 17, not 16, I think now. But like some of these shots you could definitely use, you could generate this same video like 10 times and then have enough clips to kind of piece something together with an AI voiceover and have like a really crazy looking ad. I did the same thing for a Fujifilm camera. This is actually the camera I'm filming this video on right now. So I wanted to see what it would be able to do. I included this starting frame of just the camera body and said, create a fast-paced cinematic high quality commercial for the Fujifilm H2s camera.
Fujifilm X-H2s, built for speed, for clarity, for the shot that lasts a lifetime. A stacked 26 megapixel X-Trans CMOS 5 sensor, 40 frames per second blackout, free. 6K.
I'm like, some of these are so good. It's insane. One thing I just remembered, and I saw it happened in this video, is with the Sora 2 videos, I've noticed if there is a script or something being said, it's like the videos don't come to an end. They just kind of cut off. And hopefully this is something Sora or like OpenAI addresses in like an update, but a lot of these you kind of have to like cut and move around to make them work, because you'll get the final video and it'll just be like, check out this microphone. They'll just cut off. Something definitely to be aware of. A POV video of an influencer talking about e.l.f. cosmetics while putting on eyeliner.
Okay, besties, this is the e.l.f. waterproof liquid liner. It's like $6 and it's been living rent-free in my makeup bag. Let me show you how smooth it is. I just stamp the wing first, pull it in. Look at that pigment. No skipping, no crumble. And it's dry already.
I wanna highlight like these prompts. This is one sentence. Here's another one I did for Brez, an influencer talking about how much they love their new soda alternative pronounced Brez. So here, if you just read it, it would look like Brez. So I wanted to make sure that they would say Brez if there was a dialogue put onto it. So let's see how it turned out.
You all, I cannot stop talking about this drink. It's called Brez, spelled B-R-E-Z, but you say it like Breeze, and it is my new favorite alternative soda. This flavor is lemon elderflower, super light, kind of floral, a little citrusy. It has microdose mushrooms
and she's talking all about the product. Like I didn't include anything about it. It's able to find it. All right, enough examples. Let's show you how to do this yourself. All right, so the first thing we need to do is generate the script that we're gonna use for this video. And to do this, we're going to pop over to the ChatGPT store where I've created a custom GPT that'll help you write the script. So over here in the GPT store library, we've got the ability to search for a GPT, and you're going to type in UGC Video Script Generator, Mr. Page Social. It has about 5,000 chats, so that's the one you'll see. Once this opens, just click on the Help Me Write a Viral Script button. And it'll ask you just a couple questions. It asks me things like, what's the product for? Who's the target audience? Dream outcome? Pain points? Do you have customer reviews? All this good stuff. So for the purpose of this video, we're going to use Liquid Death as an example. It's just a brand that I have a lot of fun making ads for fun. So I answered all these questions as if I was making an ad for Liquid Death. So I said, Liquid Death, target audience are people looking to look cooler while drinking water. And they enjoy concerts, bars, etc. Dream outcome, have an alcohol-free alternative that doesn't taste bad, looks cool. You get the point. So then we end up with basically a little script here. UGC selfie script, about 30 seconds long. And it gives us a couple quotes, right? And then it gives us a couple like, what should the actor be doing? So what we're going to do next is we're going to pop over to Arcad.ai to actually generate the video. All right, so now we've got this script generated for us, and we can basically take this script and pop over to our tool to generate the videos with Sora 2. So the next thing we're going to do is pop over to Arcad.ai where you can sign up for an account. Once you're logged in, you'll see this project section on the left here. You can create a new project. And then at the bottom here, we've got this describe a video section where you'll see these two toggles. So here you can see all the different types of AI videos you can make with Arcads. For this one, we're going to the new videos section where we will see on the right, two options, Kling and now Sora 2 Pro. Okay, so then now we're going to go back to ChatGPT where our script lives. And we're just gonna basically take this one section at a time, paste it over to Arcads, and then include a reference image of our Liquid Death can and generate some videos. So we'll start with this first one. Okay, so this looks like I'm about to shotgun a beer at a metal concert, right? So I'm gonna copy this, go over to Arcads, just paste it in there. And I'm just gonna say, you know, because we want every video in this sequence for the ad to be like kind of UGC feel, I'm gonna say influencer says, okay, looks like I'm about to shotgun a beer at a metal concert, right? And then we want to have it be says, while holding the can. And then what we're gonna do is include a reference image. So I grabbed this Liquid Death can from the Liquid Death Amazon listing, and then we're gonna click generate the video. We'll continue this process back and forth with the rest of the script and basically map out the entire video scene by scene with each video being said by a different UGC actor. And the reason we have to do it this way with Sora 2 Pro is because it does not allow you to include a reference image with a person's face in it. So unlike VO3, where you can create your AI avatar and you can have very consistent look and feel throughout the entire ad, with Sora 2, you're limited to 12 seconds that you get with each individual character. All right, so I just finished generating all the videos I wanted for this ad. Let's take a look at some of them and I'll give you some tips. Before we continue, I just wanted to quickly highlight, I just launched a brand new school community a couple months ago called the AI Ad Alchemists. This group is full of media buyers, founders, agency owners, and AI enthusiasts just like you. We've got a thriving community where I'm constantly posting updates around all things AI, ads, and automation. A classroom where I've included my entire media buying masterclass, as well as templates like my Nano Banana Airtable creation template, Nano Banana Google Sheet template, editing your ad set budgets using Airtable. We've got group calls, we've got guest calls, and so much more. If this sounds interesting to you at all, the link to check it out is in the description below. Okay, so here's the first video that we got. It has the female influencer holds her can of Liquid Death and says, okay, so it looks like I'm about to shotgun a beer at a metal concert, right? Let's see how it looks.
This looks like I'm about to shotgun a beer at a metal concert, right? But it's literally just sparkling water. I'm obsessed. It's cold, it's crispy, and it makes me feel like the main character in a horror movie, but hydrated. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Okay, I thought that was actually pretty good. The only thing that I did not really want was that background music that I added to it, because we're going to be putting this together with a bunch of other videos and we need to have our own background music kind of overlaid over the entire ad to make it feel like very consistent. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this prompt. I'm going to include that image again, but at the end of it, I'm just going to say no background music. Easy enough. Okay, I regenerated the video, and this time I also changed the starting image to being one of somebody like actually holding the can that I found online. So this was a video frame that I took, set it as the reference image, and then I basically had the same prompt. Female influencer holds a can of Liquid Death and says blah, blah, blah. No background music. So let's see how this one turned out.
Okay, so this looks like I'm about to shotgun a beer at a metal concert, right? It's literally just water, like the most dramatic water ever packaged. but I'm kind of here for it.
That one turned out pretty good. So some of these turned out better than others, and there's a couple things I learned along the way that I want to share. So first thing was, you'll notice some of the ones where we used this original image of the Liquid Death can from the Amazon store. The can kind of looks a little too fake. Like it doesn't look like the lighting isn't super natural. Like on this one right here, you'll notice the can
Tastes
kind of
crisp. Looks unhinged.
a little off. So that's where I started playing around with some can imagery that were like actual like images of people holding the can. So here's an example of a video that was generated with the starting image being someone holding the can, and you can see the lighting and everything. It really like looks a lot better. So let's see how it turned out.
Tastes crisp, looks unhinged, zero hangover, maximum cool factor, hydrate, but make it scary.
That one I thought actually looked pretty good. Obviously there was some like weird stuff in the middle there with like the can kind of floating around and looking like it's empty, but we can fix that with editing. So then I started to think through, okay, what else can I do using this reference image to kind of manipulate the scene to kind of like have it be the look and feel that I want. So what I did is I went over to Nano Banana in Google Gemini. I started generating some images using the Liquid Death cans, but having them be in different settings. So here I have this one, right? It's someone sitting at their kitchen table, and I said, put this on a kitchen counter. So generate that image for me. I took this one, I said, have it be on a bar top at a concert. Did this one, have it be on the counter at a house party. You get the point. So we can kind of use other AI tools like Nano Banana, or you could use, you know, Seedream or whatever else you wanted to use here. But the idea is you're feeding Sora 2 with a starting reference of what you want the video to feel like. So here is an example. I used this image I generated with Nano Banana as a starting image. It says influencer leans in and says to her camera recording, blah, 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 no background music. Let's see how it looks.
And the best part? People leave me alone at parties now. Like, oh, she's drinking something intense. Better not mess with her. Nah, babe, it's mountain spring water. I'm just hydrated and unbothered.
I thought that one actually looks really good. Like, really good. And it totally, like the lighting of her and the setting totally matches the starting image. Like this one turned out really, really good. You can also use Sora 2 to generate just straight up B-roll for your ads as well. So I took this image that I generated with Nano Banana again. So we can look over here. I said a UG style image of this can in the fridge next to a bunch of beer. So it generated this image of the Liquid Death can, which by the way, like this image looks pretty amazing. Like it's got the Liquid Death can perfectly. It's got a bunch of other beer brands and like pizza. Like this actually looks like the inside of someone's fridge. So basically I threw this one into Sora 2 and said, slow pan towards the Liquid Death can, no dialogue or music. So pretty cool. You can use that for B-roll in between the ad. So now let's pop over to CapCut, and I'm going to show you how we can put all these clips together to make an ad that looks and feels like an ad. All right, so I put together a rough cut of this, of what it could look like. Let's take a look.
Okay, so this looks like I'm about to shotgun a beer at a metal concert, right?
It's water, just extremely aggressive water.
Pure bubbly mountain water disguised as something that could get me carded. Because apparently I need my hydration to look like it could punch someone in the face.
And the best part?
People leave me alone at parties now.
Like, oh, she's drinking something intense. Better not mess with her. Nah, babe, it's mountain spring water.
I'm just hydrated and unbothered. Tastes crisp, looks unhinged, zero hangover, maximum cool factor, hydrate, but make it scary.
There you have it. A simple yet effective UGC style ad for Liquid Death that took me all but 30 minutes to make and probably cost a total of $50 in credits using Arcad.ai. So really quick, I want to show you some of the editing techniques I used to make this video look and feel like an ad. So first I popped everything into the timeline and just started making cuts around what videos I wanted to start and end where. I had multiple variations of different actors saying each script line. So I had a lot to choose from, which was really important because there were certain scenes where like I showed you earlier, there was the can that just was kind of like floating around the girl's hand. Like all of those things typically can be hidden in editing if you have quick cuts and you have multiple takes with different actors that you can swap when something doesn't look or feel right. So here is an example. We've got multiple actors here kind of going back and forth, quick cuts, saying the rest of the script.
Nah, babe, it's mountain spring water.
I'm just hydrated and unbothered. Tastes crisp, looks unhinged, zero hangover, maximum cool factor.
Yeah, that worked really well. The other thing I did just to make the ad feel a little bit more cohesive is added just like a metal track audio underneath everything on the timeline. So Within CapCut, it's super easy. I just searched metal music. I literally just grabbed the first option. It was like Slipknot style, evil death metal, dragged it in the timeline, dragged the audio down, and I thought it fit pretty well. That B-roll that we generated earlier using Sora 2, I just used that as the ending scene. So I could add, you know, like a water but make it scary. I could put some text overlay to make it a little bit more like an end scene. I could have a voiceover do that instead. There's a lot of things you could do to kind of like take this to the next level. I probably would also add captions, which again is super easy to do in CapCut. All you have to do is click this caption option, click generate, and then you'll have captions generated for you based off of the entire script. You can also click all of these different types of captions here, which makes it really easy to find something that's gonna pop. This one's kind of cool, kind of goes with like a little bit more metal vibe. While I was making this video, I wanted to see if I could recreate an ad from Liquid Death that they'd already made completely using AI. So I'm going to show you an ad that they just released that's going viral all over social media right now. It's hilarious. And then I'm going to show you how I recreated it completely using Sora 2. All right, so this is their ad they just launched. It's part of their like small ones campaign that they are putting out. It's a play on words, but I'll just let you watch the ad.
Small ones. Not like micro ones, but small ones.
I'm no size queen. I like them small.
The big ones always make me feel like I have to pee.
I made fun of my buddy for having a small one, but then he let me hold it, and now I low-key want a small one too.
I've never had one at all, but if I did, it would be a small one.
When I'm drunk, I want a big one, but only when I'm drunk.
My husband's really into big ones. Kind of weirds me out. So I just sit in a chair and watch him and his buddies just go to town.
Oh my God.
Meanwhile, I'm just over here, enjoying a small one.
Now we have small ones. But don't worry, we still have big ones.
So that video is hilarious, and I'm gonna see if I can recreate it with AI. So first thing I wanna do is basically break apart the script into like 12-second sections and then just recreate it in Sora 2. So the first one is like, I prefer small ones, not micro ones. So I'm gonna pop over to Arcads again and write a prompt saying, woman holding her phone, sitting on her bed, saying jokingly, I like small ones, not like micro ones, but basically the script. She changes the distance between her thumb and her finger to demonstrate the size difference. No background audio, because again, we're going to be replacing the audio with like a soundtrack that we've already made. So I don't want any background audio. So we'll click that. And then I'm just gonna go back and forth.
For small ones.
Through the rest of this video, pull out each section and then write a prompt with Sora 2. And we're just like how this comes together. Okay, so to save you all some time, I skipped to the part where I've got all of these videos generated within Arcads, and now we can put this together to a final video. All right, we're back in CapCut, and I'm just gonna show you the final result with this because I actually think this worked super well. But let me know in the comments if you think this is just like AI slop and a total waste of time.
I like small ones, not like micro ones, but small ones. Like this.
I'm no size queen. I like them small.
I used to make fun of my buddy for having a small one, but then he let me hold it, and now I low-key want a small one too.
The big ones always make me feel like I have to pee.
I've never had one at all. But if I did, it would be a small one.
When I'm drunk, I want a big one.
My husband really likes big ones. It kind of weirds me out, so I just sit in a chair and watch him and his buddies go to town. I don't know. They have fun. I just make snacks.
Oh my God. Okay, well, there's that. I thought, you know, obviously there's some parts where you can kind of tell it's AI. I didn't spend that much time on it, but with very little effort, I was able to piece each one of those clips together, recreate them, have somebody in a similar scene saying the same script, and I thought it came together pretty well. Similar to what I did with the Liquid Death ad, I just pulled in like a happy acoustic background to kind of fit the vibe of the original ad. Some things to note with Arcads, and really it's a Sora 2 limitation. I had to generate some of the videos, or try and generate them more than once, I think because we were hitting some of their content blocks, you know, with the way the script is written. It's very suggestive, and Sora 2 doesn't know the context that this is for a alternative soda ad. But like something to keep an eye out for, like the guy was holding like a tiny little phone, and it would like obviously made it look very AI. So to fix that, I just like cropped it out in CapCut. When we watched the video, you probably noticed he was like a little blurry and whatnot. If I really wanted to make this a really good, legit ad, I probably would just like regenerate this prompt a couple times until I got one that I was happy with. Another thing that I did to kind of get this vibe right is I took a screenshot of the scene. So like here, she's in the bedroom, and I went to Nano Banana and I said, remove the actor from this scene to basically just get the background. That way we can get the vibe from Sora to match the original. So I used this as the starting frame. So I use that as the starting frame for this video, and you can see like it always starts with just the like reference image, but then it throws a AI actor into here, and I think it actually works super well. I did a similar thing for the bro with his hat on. This as the starting reference image that I generated from this screenshot. So this was the real actor in the video. I took a screenshot of it, said basically remove him, and then I was able to use that as the reference image again here. And then now it inserted the actor. So some things to consider when using Sora 2 with ads, and some pros and cons to other models. So obviously with VO3, you can use your reference images. You can have very consistent characters throughout an entire scene or storyboard. It makes it a little easier to have like a very narrative approach to creating ads. Sora 2, on the other hand, you are a little bit more limited, where you have to generate reference images for what you want the scenes to look like, and then you're kind of stuck with however the AI avatar looks. You can't really do much to manipulate that due to their policy. That being said, I think the AI avatars that you get from Sora 2 actually look and sound better than VO3. So there's a trade-off, and I think it's worth it, especially if you're using it for something like we just did, the two examples in this video, where we had the kind of different UGC actors kind of saying the same script along. We also were able to recreate that whole narrative video scene from Liquid Death. So there are a couple different use cases where you can kind of piece things together, and I think it works pretty well. All this to say, AI ads are getting scary good. When I was making these videos and generating them in Sora 2, I legitimately had anxiety after putting this together. I was on a walk the other day after like generating some of these videos, and I felt uneasy. I felt like, oh my God, like I've been in this scene for a while and I've been seeing the progression of it, but this took it to a whole new level that just feels kind of scary. And it's kind of like no longer this cute little thing that like, oh yeah, you can play with it. It's like, this is real. So give it a try. See if you want to make some ads with it. The technology's there. You should be playing with it. If you have any questions or comments along the way, let me know in the comments. I've included all the documentation that I've referenced in the description below. And if you got anything out of this video at all, consider subscribing to my channel. I'm a full-time content creator, and every subscriber helps. As always, thank you for trusting me with your time and watching this video. I'll catch you on the next one.